Good afternoon, everybody. This is Harmeet from Sigmapix. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be going over our routine SPY, QQQ, and IWM wave counts, and let's get going. Okay, so the last few weeks we've been kind of watching this area, the 431 area right here, 431.73, just to see that was a major resistance. We wanted to see the price action carry the price above that area, and we got it. So let's just pretty much get to the point right here. The fact that right now a lot of the, well, all of the minimum criteria has been met, that this third wave right here is has come to an end. Okay, this primary third wave has come to an end. Okay, so the reason I say that is because, so let's just quickly look at it. The the third wave right here, okay, is greater. The third wave is greater than the first wave. Okay, we passed the symmetry point, and we also know that primary third wave can also come to an end, because right here you have your third and fifth. Okay, the reason I say that, even though, so this is the symmetry point where the third wave equals the length of the first wave. So this third wave equals the length of this first wave. That being said, this also completes the fact, if this was actually, let's just say that this was actually that fifth wave. Okay, so let's just say this was the third and this is the fifth. That would actually complete that this was also the end of the larger primary third wave. So that being said, we know that fifth wave obviously was not larger than the third wave, and we also know that even though we're not there, that this could be completion of the third wave. Now, that being said, we also have to understand the fifth wave of this primary wave. Okay, this is a primary wave. The fifth wave, if this is the completion right here, that fifth wave cannot be longer than the first wave. Okay, and it has to be shorter than the third wave. So we may get up to here and we'll recalibrate once we get there and know that, okay, if this third wave is extended or not, but that is kind of self-calibrating once we get a little bit more price action. The area that we really are and should be interested in right now is the fact that we do not go through or below this 431. Okay, we do not want to get through this section going down, and that just gives it more evidence that that wave is over, and we can expect that the fifth wave will be the shorter, primary wave will be the shortest wave. For now, we just are I'm keeping an eye on it and just kind of watching. There is no trade here. There will be no trade for me, at least in SPY, until we get through this high and start moving forward. For now, okay, there is no short until we get through this 431 resistance area. Now it should be support, since we did do it once. If we go check it again and it falls through, then we can look at shorts. The other thing that people that like options that enjoy are the selling options, that this is also sets up a perfect iron, selling a perfect iron condor, where you are selling calls up here, okay, calls up here and puts down here. Okay, so that being said, just be wary of the fact, and if this does come down to it, and if this does come down to 431 area, you can look at, and it bounces back up, there could be a possibility of selling some puts and setting up some iron condor if it decides to stay within this range. Right now, I would like to see it get to 462 and then all-time high, but don't count on that as we get closer and closer to it. But we also have to understand that the whole market is not really participating in this move. There has been handful of tickers that have been carrying the market, such as Apple and Nvidia, and some of the other ones. The DAI is doing okay, but so just be mindful of that, and I think we'll be okay going forward with this. At least my plan is to just kind of wait and see what develops this week, what happens, what the markets are seeing. We still have Powell saying that there will be two more hikes that could be coming. Again, my whole issue with that is that they should have just done it and got it out of the way, and then going forward. And if they wanted to stop and pause, they should have done it a while back. So there is a lot of catching up for economy to do, but I digress from that topic. There are a lot of good material out there that you should look into and understand how that affects how the wave count interacts with macro environment when it comes to these larger ETFs. Okay, excuse me, let's get going to the next ticker. QQQs, as we've said before, is doing much better. For all extensive purposes, I think we are done up here. I think we may see some consolidation point at this juncture as we speak. I think this stays within this range. Again, we don't want to see it get below 348. If it does start moving higher than 373, 374 zone, then we are looking at this 393 area. Now, so there's a few things that I want to show you guys. So the first one is being that this 161, which is third 3 versus 1, refers to this primary wave 2. Okay, so that tells me that third wave is extended. It is longer than the first wave, and it could be a point where it could be coming to an end, and we would have to wait to see what happens from there. It also is a point that we are sitting right at this major resistance zone, just like this was a major resistance zone. So each wave, primary wave, the outer wave, constitutes as a major resistance. Each inner wave constitutes as a minor resistance. Okay, so this was a minor resistance. This is a minor resistance. So 321 was a minor resistance. But 334, 335 zone was a major resistance. And so this 373, 371 to 374, let's just say, constitutes as a major resistance point. So that being said, we also should be mindful of the fact that we are getting very close to all-time high, and if this truly was the end of the fifth wave, we could see a momentum move that gets us to this all-time high. And since, like I said before, not all of the tickers that participate or has participated in this move, has been majority of the large tech companies that have carried this move. As soon as we start seeing those smaller tech companies coming online and being bought up, we know that it's going to go and test this all-time high. So just understand where you stand, understand who the participants are, understand that this is not this idea, this whole zone, we don't know how it will develop, but this coming week will tell us. We have to be ready for, at least I am going to be ready, have some dry powder on the side, because if this move does come, it is going to be high momentum move and with larger participation from the market, and that could really be something that you wait for a while. Happens twice or three times a year at the most, maybe once a year. So just know that we are at the precipice of either you know getting this really strong move up, or just fading away from here as all of the criteria has been met, all the extensions have been met, and we could move forward from here, getting to the all-time high for QQQs. All right, let's go to the next IWM. The thing that I was discussing, the fact that I wanted to see IWM get through this 179.78 zone, just to say that this second wave have some more evidence that this cycle, the second wave cycle, is coming to an end. We still don't have enough evidence to state that this is over. Again, what I want to see it get through this 201.99 zone and get over this 212.25 zone to say that cycle actually did end right here at 168.78. Yes, the confirmation is long ways away, and there is quite a bit of work the small caps have to do. But that being said, we also understand that small caps are not what have been carrying the market. So, like I said with Qs, that major tech companies have been carrying it. Once we do see small caps starting moving and attacking this 201 zone, you can expect the QQQs to follow through and have the momentum move that we've been talking about. And this has to get through this 212 zone, and then we can tackle from there. Otherwise, we are still stuck in this very large Darvis box. Okay, this is a very large Darvis box. All it has done is nothing, go sideways, and it continues to do so. With this being said, we don't know if we will have a move like this right here. Okay, we don't know that it will come down, create a lower low or higher low, okay, and then move up and tackle this. So, but for now, the value to watch is 179.78. That is your line in the sand. Understanding that if it does go below it, if it does ending up going below it, that opens up still being in this stuck zone, and 169.37 could be something that they take out, and then we're looking at 162.50 as being tackled, and saying that second wave was not over and it's going to be moving down. So I hope this helps. There are a lot of moving parts, there's a lot to look at, but what these three ETFs will allow you to do to simplify your work, simplify what's happening in the market by looking at at least these three ETFs, you're going to be capturing 90% of the market and what is happening. And you can also look at sector rotations to see and get more clues about what may be something that you could work with. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.